welcome to ME, myself and Fibro. So our first video is all about a product that I have found recently, and it's called Mother of All, also known as MOA, and it is in this little bottle here. So what's going to happen during the video is you're going to meet the person who introduced me to this, and also a testimony about somebody else who has also got ME and fibromyalgia and how they have got on with this product. So it's very interesting. We are going to go over these different things over the next few months, with different things, different therapies, and the first one being MOA. So enjoy. I'd like to introduce you all to the lovely Leanne, who is actually somebody who sells the MOA, but she's actually used it and also given it to some people that have also got ME and fibromyalgia. So it's a great kind of idea to see just for general health and well-being, but also for us. Okay, so what is MOA?
Yep, so MOA stands for Mother of All, and it is 36 superfoods in a bottle with a natural preservative. Each superfood does something unique for your body.
Because we hear a lot about these superfoods nowadays, don't we? But it's not always quite clear which superfoods and what are good and what they do for us and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the thing is as well with MOA, and what I love about the company that I work alongside is they try and make sure that they get the best ingredients to go in it as well. So there's a lot of medicinal mushrooms that are in there.
High on mushrooms.
Yeah. Lion's mane mushroom. There's one called Mataki Gold, which has got centuries worth of history in Japan and China, and they use them out there regularly.
They do use a lot of those, don't they? Yeah.
Certain things. So it's things like that, and even to the fact of you can get a shiitake mushroom that could cost £68 a kilo. Whereas with Arix, they really research into it, and they spend like $2,600 per kilo on their mushrooms. So basically they go for standardized products, which means that they've been tested, they've been proven, and actually if you buy the first bottle of MOA or the 100th or the 10,000 bottle of MOA, it's still exactly the same. It will be exactly the same amount at clinical doses.
It's got better as well, hasn't it, since I started having it. I think they've even added to it since then. So it got like 20% more of the mushroom in it, and it's even to the fact that they look at what the mushrooms are grown on. So purple corn is meant to be really good for you as well. So what they actually do is they grind up purple corn into soil and grow the mushrooms on that, because then it gets the goodness from that as well. So, and they make sure that each superfood works for your body in different ways. There's one called bioperin, and what that does is it gives you better nutrient absorption. So whatever nutrients you take into your body, that one ingredient will make sure that your body absorbs it better, which is amazing. Because like me, I've got a vitamin D deficiency, but everybody laughs at me because I tan as soon as I see the sun. And it's like, yes, I know, but I obviously don't absorb it. It tans my skin, but I don't absorb it. So totally understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, so fab. So how does it help people? Because I do know quite a lot of people who've taken it, and they've seen huge changes in their energy, everything. So anybody, what sort of things have you seen that it's helped
for anybody?
With?
I mean, I've been on it for 2.5 years now, and the thing that I noticed the most was my immune system. I've got 2 young children. They used to bring everything home from nursery, preschool. I just used to spend all of winter sick.
Oh God.
So I now get through most winters with probably one cold, and if I feel like I'm gonna get poorly, I double up my shot of MOA, and that usually keeps it away for me. But I've got customers that have noticed they've got more energy, or they sleep better, or one lady texted me after 3 days and said she could think clearer, like mental clarity.
So it's good for Fibro people. Fibro, aches,
joints, pain, stuff like that.
And obviously you see different things in different people.
Yeah. So I think that's why the superfoods are like an adaptogen as well.
Yeah.
So your body might need something completely different from someone else. So with all them superfoods in there, it's like an adaptogen, and it picks up the part that your body needs.
Yeah, because a lot of people with ME and fibromyalgia, one person isn't the same from the next. So like me, I get crippled up, whereas another friend, she doesn't have that. She just is tired, she hurts.
Yeah.
So we're all very different, and I think that's the worst thing about the illness that we have, is that basically there's no same pattern with everybody. You know, obviously we still have the aches and pains and stuff, but you have actually given it to some people who have got ME and fibro, haven't you?
Yeah.
And what results have they kind of had?
For them, it's less fatigue.
Okay.
Definitely. Some people said that they've napped less. Some people,
Love a nap, though.
Some people said that they've been able to reduce certain medication that they're on because of it. Not straight away and not stop. But to reduce, so they're not
don't
having
advise
as
that
much.
to anybody.
No.
Please don't do that.
They've had reduced pains in their joints, just slept better, and a mood lift, because there's so many ingredients in MOA. The other day I actually looked at it, and between the 36 superfoods, they've got 4 superfoods that can be antidepressants. They've got 24 which improve cardiovascular health. They've got 12 which improve digestion, 4 that does your energy, 8 anti-aging, 12 immune boosters. You've got 10 that can aid weight loss.
Weight loss, don't we?
9 that can help to go towards reducing cholesterol and stuff, and then 10 antioxidants. So it's got a whole variety in there. But so people notice different benefits.
So I'll be honest, I used to take it. I'm about to restart it because I was one of these, and I am one of these, who starts something and then doesn't see it through. So I am going back onto it because I've seen so many people now, and one you will actually see a testimonial from. She's got ME and she's been on it for a while as well. So, and she's seen it pretty much within Barb saw it within a few days.
Which is first bottle she noticed.
I mean, we were talking earlier about this, you know, some people notice it with their first bottle, some will notice it with their 5th bottle. So like with anything that we introduce to you, everybody is different, so everybody will take to it differently. It may not work for some people, but you are getting, with this product, you are getting a lot more nutrients into your body, which is of course so important to anybody and everybody on this planet, because obviously we are surrounded by junk food and things like that. So that's absolutely brilliant. So obviously you've kind of given us the benefits. So how much is a bottle? And we will show you a bottle, it's just we've forgotten it tonight.
So there's 2 different prices for the bottles. There's the full retail price, which is £30 for the bottle. And then there's the option of a preferred customer, where you get an account for £16.95 and then you get your bottles at £21. What I tend to do is, for most people, is I just go down the middle and I charge them £25 for their first bottle. Let them take a while or feel it, and then if they feel like they want that commitment to then say, you know, I'm really
and how much so you take it every morning, don't you?
Yes.
You take it every morning.
So 40 ml every morning.
Okay, and so how long does the bottle last?
It lasts roughly 17 days.
So so it's well worth. So we'll do the equations and put all that in for you. But yeah, that's brilliant. So as I say, that is something different for people to try. It's got a lot of nutrients in there, a lot of information obviously that Leanne's given us, which is a great product. And as I say, we know people that have taken it and they've avoided the common cold. When the rest of their household was sick as pigs, they've managed to stay away just because this is the product that they've been on.
Hannah's been asking me for a little while now to do a video of my experience with MOA. So experienced quite a lot of issues in respect to sleep patterns, being unable to walk long distances, having to use a wheelchair, and tried all sorts of different things over the years. Had 6 months off work, then went back part-time for 6 months. and then sort of managed the symptoms that are there daily going forward. Having the odd relapse now and again well, I say the odd relapse, but what I would call an extensive relapse, where I had to have time off work, up to periods of a month, and that always seemed to happen round about September, October of the year, or again round about March time. So it's either after really busy times, changes in the temperature, etc., or going to parts of the year where there's reduced daylight, etc. So learnt to listen to my body. That's the biggest thing. Instead of fighting it and trying to continue on when you knew that the fatigue was just out of control at such a high scale, that it needed to be listened to. I wasn't letting it take over my body, but I learned how to actually listen to it. So that was the biggest step really in my life, is to understand what my body was telling me. So if my left leg or my left arm went weak, or generally feeling immense fatigue, should I say, that sort of feeling where you're stuck in one of those spinny doors at the front of a shop or front of a hotel, and you're just existing rather than living. So going through that, and then the last couple of years experiencing the symptoms that Mother Nature calls menopause, that created quite a step back really in relation to my overall health and well-being. Poor sleep patterns, down to an hour and a half sleep a night, fatigue, hot flashes, all those things, lots of pain, hormone imbalance. It wasn't until 6th of October that of this year I attended a health and wellbeing event at Bourne in Lincolnshire, where I had a stand of my own because I'm into crystals and salt lamps and meditation and Reiki and things like that, which have supported my overall health and well-being. And at this event I thought, right, okay, I'm going to have a little sneaky look around at the other stands. Lovely lady looked after my stand, where I went and had a look and met some of the other people at the event, and I met Leanne. Leanne is an ARIX representative, and she was exhibiting the product which I now call Mother Nature in the bottle. It definitely is Mother Nature in a bottle, and it's called MOA, so Mother of All. And I was talking to Leanne because over the years I've tried different things in respect to products that's supposed to support your immune system, and I'm not saying that they don't, but not everything works for you. What works for me probably wouldn't work for the next person, and what works for you may not work for me. Depends on your lifestyle, and obviously we're all in a very, very fast-paced environment through changes to the world and changes to our daily activities. So I thought, right, okay, this is 36 superfoods in a bottle, 1 to 2 shots a day. I tried aloe vera, and I tried Chinese herbalists, where you boil up a concoction of twigs and leaves and try to drink them, and if I'm honest, I couldn't drink them. It wasn't sustainable for me, because every time I tried to drink them I just felt more nauseous than I felt in the first place. So I thought, right, let's give this a go. I gave it a taste, and I turned around to Leanne and said, this tastes like brown sauce. And to me, it tastes like slightly thinner brown sauce. but hey, it's palatable. I take 2 shots a day. First thing in the morning, get up, glass of water, shot of MOA, and then back to my daily routine. I've popped the kettle on, coffee, breakfast, out the door. Well, after sorting the dogs out. So 6th of October, I took my first shot when I got home, and carried on to do that. And 14 days later, I was absolutely amazed that my sleep pattern had been reset, should I say. I'd gone from an hour and a half sleep to up to 6 to 8 hours sleep, and it wasn't just sleep, it was refreshing sleep. It was what I call proper sleep. Okay, I know we're only at the end of November, but another thing happened to me with my journey with MOA. It's reset my hormones. Going from things that should happen once a month, for them happening twice a month, to them now reset back to once a month. The pain, it's just alleviated the pain. I still have pains in my legs, and you know that feeling where you've had a busy day and you sit down and you think your legs are still jumping around. I'm assured that they're not, but that's what they feel like to me. So all in all, I carried on taking that. I'm still taking MOA. I take 1 shot in the morning, I take 1 shot in the evening, and each day I'm feeling far, far better. I'm not saying that the symptoms have gone, because they've not, with respect to the ME, but it's manageable. It's basically got rid of my menopause symptoms. It's increased my sleep, and if anything can increase my sleep and make me feel better, that gives me an overall health and well-being benefit.
So what we'll do is we'll also obviously put the information below to let you all order it if you wish, or obviously contact me, who most of you all know in the group. So yeah, keep in touch. If people actually do want to try it and do try it, please let us know how you get on, because obviously testimonials are a huge thing for you. Because you know that's what built her business and the brand. And yeah, let us know. Thanks very much.
Thank you.